Hello. I'm on time tonight. Yay. And I'm not stressed out at all because I've just been sitting here for like 10 minutes waiting. How's everyone doing? Let's say hi. Hi Katie, hi Wendy, hi Morgan, hi Liz. That's Liz, everyone. She's trying to pretend she's not, but I know it's her. Labeem, hi. So welcome to stream. I forgot I was doing this until lunchtime, and then I remembered. Can you guys hear me okay? Tell me, as usual, audio and everything is okay. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing some Folktale Week stuff. Is anyone doing Folktale Week? Let me know if you are. That'd be cool. And also, I've got some stuff to show you. Sounds good to me. Alright, cool. Audio seems fine. Okay, great. This is just some stuff I was using to get the picture right. So yeah, we're going to do some Folktale Week, some Folktale stuff this week. I just thought I'd share my goodies with you first. I think I showed these on Patreon earlier, so they've seen them already, but you guys, live stream, it goes Patreon first, then live stream, then everyone else. So I got some new pastels, guys. I got them yesterday. Look, and I organised them. It took me 2 hours to take all the wrappers off and organise them. Look at them all. Aren't they beautiful? I don't even know if I like pastels yet. That's the thing. But yeah, we got some new ones here. I had a couple of casualties. Oh, I haven't written my Patreon post yet. I just thought about it. I haven't written it. Okay, everyone, forget that you saw that. Sorry, live stream second. You're not allowed to see that yet. I was so busy at work today, I couldn't write it, but I got all the photos ready and I forgot to write it. So just forget you saw that, guys. I'll show you something else though. You guys are gonna laugh when you see this. Look at my gigantic box of paint pens I have now. I had to upgrade my box because I bought so many. I know what you guys are thinking. April, why are you showing us this? We don't care. Or, why are you showing us this? I can't afford to buy art materials, don't tempt me. I did that with acrylic gouache and I bought way too many. I don't really like how thick it is. Okay, Katie, I love acrylic gouache. Imagine if you had new pastels, that'd be beautiful. Yeah, no, they're so nice. The thing is, Wendy, I don't actually know if I like pastels yet, so I'm still kind of, I mean, I like them, but I'm on the fence, still kind of on the fence about them, but I needed to buy more just to find out if I like them, you know? All right, so I'll just quickly show you what we're gonna be doing tonight, because I'm actually not sure, I don't have any ideas. It's been so hectic at work this week. I don't think I've told you, I've told my vlog. I've been edited my vlog, so sometimes I'm doing so much I forget what I've done and like who I've told. So like just earlier, I was thinking about writing a post, but I hadn't yet. I've already told a whole bunch of stuff to my vlog that I've edited, and I always forget like, you know, what's happened. But it's been a really super hectic week. Worked late on Monday, up early on Saturday. No, wait. Worked late on Monday, up early on Tuesday, worked late on Tuesday, and Wednesday and Thursday were fine, but it was still kind of like busy but not hectic. So I've been a bit behind. I've been trying to do Folktale Week stuff this week, but I haven't been able to. So I thought I'll show you where I'm at right now. Some people may have seen this. It's really hot in here, guys. Might have to put a t-shirt on in a sec. So basically, for Folktale Week, I'm going to be doing stuff with Hansel and Gretel, because that's what I'm doing for my Children's Book Pro course. So I have some of my characters done here, and these were done ages ago, like a month ago. Different characters. This is the witch. They're all animals. This is the evil stepmother. She's a ferret. No, she's a weasel. She's a weasel. And then on Sarah Dyer's Patreon the other day, we did some thumbnail studies. So we looked at different thumbnails and how to organize the compositions and stuff. And I hadn't done any work up to that point for thumbnails. So I started looking at the first one, which is for Fool. So I'm gonna link it into Hansel and Gretel. So Fool is going to be when the father leaves them and sees them walk away, because he's the fool for letting them go. Then tree is going to be when they're lost in the woods. Stars is going to be at nighttime when they see the gingerbread house. Rebel is going to be when Hansel is in the cage and he doesn't eat, so he can't get fat, so the witch doesn't eat him. And costume is when they push her into the oven and she gets her, I guess her costume's on fire. And then potion I'm forgetting about. And then victory is when they defeat the witch and they're back at home. That was a mouthful. So basically I've been working on the first one, which is Fool. And I had this, I don't know if you can see this, it's kind of hard to see, but it's basically the rabbit, the dad rabbit watching this is my first idea I had, watching the kids go. And then from that I had these composition ideas here from Sarah Dyer, and I basically put them into different compositions. And then we did this thing where we took a couple of them and we cut them up and we basically like redrew them. So I did that with these, and I think I can't remember which one that I liked in the end, but I was thinking maybe we can just do some practices with one of these compositions, because the thing that I really want to do is practice getting my characters into my landscapes, because that's what I haven't done yet. This says haha, don't know why. Oh, just my face, Liz, just my face. I did that with the credit. Okay, Katie read that. I love paint pens. I love paint pens too, Katie, but you should give acrylic gouache another try. Make it a little bit watery, with water. And Rio Thaza, I believe you said hello, but then now you've gone. Okay, so what's everyone else doing while I ramble on? You guys drawing tonight? Or are you just chilling out? Are you washing the dog, doing the dishes? So I think I have something in here I wanted to show you. I had these, here we go. All right, I had all these out to show you kind of my progress so far. So I took my characters, which you can see on the left here on the reference, and I tried to draw them with pastels and paint pens and pencil, and they're really stiff. Haven't really drawn characters for a while, apart from my monster characters, but they didn't count. And yeah, I just was like practicing with lineless or line or crazy eyes. So that's that page. And then in here, I've been practicing like pastels with landscapes. I don't know why I'm obsessed with pastels right now, guys, but I don't know if I like them, but do I like them? I don't know. And then I put this on Instagram, so you may have seen it. And I did one more here. So this is with paint pens and pastel and pencil. And I think I like this better because see all the texture? It's a bit messy. So tonight we're going to try and do some combining of characters, landscapes, and materials. So I think that'll be fun. Combining characters with landscapes is so tricky. Yeah, it is. I haven't really done it. I was talking to someone the other day. I think it was a YouTube comment I was replying to, and I was saying I think the only way to learn is just do it. And it might be bad. We'll just do it and then do it again. Morgan's book binding. I was just working on my next vid, but I don't know what to do right now. I don't know either, Wendy. Maybe you can draw with me. Draw some bunnies. Bunny characters. So I just found this page and right before stream, and I haven't finished it, so I thought we could finish this as a warm-up and then we can move on and we can do maybe a couple of the thumbnail ideas I had with the characters in it. I've been organising my art supplies, getting ready to change things up in my studio. That sounds cool, Katie. I love a good clean up, a good organisation. Alright, so I got these, and I got these. So I've got these pastel pencils that I've been using a little bit. They're kind of fun for doing the cheeks and things. And I really should separate them because I have all of my Derwent pencils in here. So my Derwent drawing pencils, my Derwent pastel pencils. I have a couple of De La Rowney, like just super random ones in here. And I think I also have another type. I think, oh, these ones here. Lightfast, Derwent Lightfast. So just a whole mix really in there. And I just kind of look at them and think, what color do I want? And then I pick it out. And sometimes I pick the wrong color, but hey, it's life. I should do my dishes, but I think I'm gonna do a colouring page instead. I don't have the energy for an original drawing session. That sounds nice and relaxing. I like to watch telly when I do the dishes too. Right now I'm watching Hell's Kitchen, season 15. I've been going through the seasons. I started at season 19, been working my way backwards, and there are spoilers in later sessions to like who the winners were in previous sessions, so probably wasn't the smartest of me to do that. But when I find shows that I just want to watch, I always tend to start with the latest season and work backwards if it's like not a story based show, if it's like a you know, reality show or something. I think there's something in the air this week. It's been a rough week at work for so many people I've spoken to. Yeah, it's been a tough week for people at work as well, not just me. Everyone's busy right now. I think it's like our clients, they get to the end of the year and I think they have money they need to spend, otherwise they lose it. I don't know if that's the tax year or the end of the year thing, but we have had so many tiny jobs and big jobs, but mainly small jobs that are just really tight deadlines. Sorry, I'm just taking this wrapper off. I both love and hate organising my art supplies. I love it. Sometimes I do use it as a procrastination method though, which I think is fine. So the characters in my story, which I'm also using for Folktale Week because I thought that was a brilliant idea, they're all animals. So Hansel and Gretel and their dad are bunny rabbits. And then the evil stepmother is a weasel. I'm just going to put my thing out here, otherwise I won't be able to remember what the dad looks like. And actually, he's on the screen. I can see him on the screen. And the witch is a fox, because I kind of wanted her to be like, in my head she was like a little bit sexy, which I know is weird. She didn't turn out sexy at all, as you can see on the screen there. Oh, you can't see on the screen. It's too far over. 1 second, I'll show you. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you can't really see her. I don't really understand how to use OBS, so it shows me the whole picture. It's kind of annoying. There she is. So she's not really sexy anymore, but in my head I was thinking it'd be cool if she was like more seductive, like kind of like an evil villain, but not like a creepy witch, like a kind of like a sexy cool witch, and the kids think she's really cool. And also her house isn't going to be a typical gingerbread house, but I want it to be like a bakery, like a really nice bakery with like all the baked goods out there and like free samples and stuff. So I didn't like the idea of drawing a gingerbread house, to be honest. God, Liz's painting, I almost called her Helen then. That was weird. Flashback to when I called her Helen for that entire stream, and then accidentally called her Liz. Okay, so we're drawing the guy now, the dad. He's kind of looks like Ron from Parks and Rec. I like him. He has like big, thick eyebrows. So maybe I should zoom a little bit so you can see this clearer. Okay, there we go. And it's been, I don't know what the weather's like for you guys, but it has been absolutely pouring and stormy. It was so stormy last night I actually couldn't sleep because the wind just kept me awake all night long. And I've been trying to go out and go for a walk every day, but it's really tough when it gets like it's dark until 7:30 a.m. and then it gets dark again at, you know, when you're in work. The only time I have is lunchtime, and I like lunchtime and eating delicious food. And I've been cooking all my meals recently because we literally have no food in the house, so I've had to scramble and cook meals. We basically just had potatoes and beans for the last 3 lunches in a row, which is pretty good when you have an air fryer. Don't put the beans in the air fryer though, I wouldn't recommend that. This guy looks like he doesn't have a mustache. It looks almost like a, I don't know, maybe we do this, it looks more like he's got a mouth. There we go. I'll take my watch off. It's always itching me. Storms are heading in here for the afternoon and all day tomorrow. Martin always talks to me about because his people that he works with live in, well, half of them work in America because it's like an American company, and he always tells me what the weather's like over there. because apparently when they have something on that side, I think they're in Virginia, so I think that's like what, east, kind of mid-east, mid-east, then the Gulf Stream or the jet stream or whatever brings it over to us. So he's like, oh, it's cold over there, so it's going to be cold here in a couple of weeks. He's like my own personal weather man. All right, I'm trying to figure out what this guy's wearing. All these animals and characters and stuff they're set in medieval times, so they're all wearing like tunics and stuff, and I guess the colors would be quite simple. But I don't know how to draw them, because I've only drawn them, because I've been designing them, I've only drawn them from the front. I haven't drawn them from the side, or like doing any poses like leaning down or sitting or running or knitting. I don't know why anyone would be knitting, to be honest, but I haven't done that. So yeah, I definitely need to do that. But I don't know if I need to do that for Folktale Week. I think Folktale Week's going to be pretty chill. It's more of a kind of like a time to figure out what materials I want to use, and then take all of that, what I've learned, back into my children's book course, so I can start drawing stuff. Yeah. I was the same last night. So windy. Yeah, and also our roof tiles, they rattle in the wind. Like they're not, I don't think they're very secure. But it's meant to be really nice the weekend. We're gonna hopefully go for another hike. There's this hike right near where we live. If anyone knows the Lake District, it's called Old Man Coniston. And it's a walk that we've been wanting to do since we basically moved here. And it's meant to be really tough. Well, I don't know if it's meant to be really tough. In my head it's really tough, because I've watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos and people like freaking out about it because they can't do it, and it looks really hard. But I think we can do it now, because we've done a few walks. So it's one walk that we really wanted to do this month, because this month is our 1 year anniversary of living here in the Lake District, and we thought it'd be really nice because we've basically been trying to do this walk, and either we've chickened out or the weather's been bad. So we thought it might be a nice like anniversary walk to do. Our 1 year in the Lake District anniversary walk. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. So yeah, what do you think of this guy? His forehead's a little bit muddy. Like the colours. I don't know what colours to do. I do like doing this though. With the cheeks. Look how bright that is. The East Coast. Love Old Man Coniston is a good one. Is it hard? Is it tough? Will I be able to do it? Because the longest walk that we've done so far was, we did 4 fells in a day, and it took us about 8 hours to do. And it was hard, like it was not hard, like, not technical is what I'm trying to say. It was just, you know, a lot of exercise in the day, like lots of walking. And the coming down was especially painful because it was such a steep hill. I'm just worried if it's going to be like technical. So if there's lots of rocks and things that you have to climb, and I've heard it's quite rocky going up there. I'm just going to put this down a bit, because when I draw, my head disappears. You just see my forehead. It's so shiny, guys. My forehead is so shiny. I even got this special powder that you put on your head to not make it shine. I think most people use it if you're an adult and have learned how to use makeup since you were a teenager. I never have. I went into what's that shop? Body Shop, and I was like, hi, I need something so my face doesn't look shiny when I'm on camera. She was like, oh, I think you need a loose powder. Brilliant, I'll take one. And then she said, you'll need this brush. And I looked at the brush and it was like 15 quid. And I'm thinking, lady, I bought a lot of brushes in the past and they're not that, it shouldn't be that expensive. I bought it anyway because I'm a sucker. She probably thought, look at this noob walking in. Alright, I'm trying to like lighten up his head a little bit. So yeah, I got this powder. I put it on my face when I stream now. Can you see? It kind of makes it look a little less shiny, but I don't wear makeup at all, never have. I don't think I ever have either. Well, I have a little bit. I used to wear eye makeup, like mascara, before I got my glasses, but only like in my late 20s I started wearing it. And then I got my glasses and I thought, I don't need that anymore. I got my glasses now. If anyone wears glasses, if you consider your eye as your glasses as your eye makeup, I'm with you 100%. Okay, so this lady is a weasel. I don't have her on this page. I can show you though. I'm gonna have to look at the page to see her. Here she is. She's a weasel. I kind of wanted it to be like elegant. So the story is obviously Hansel and Gretel, they're poor. That's why they're sending the kids away, right? The dad's a woodcutter. He's kind of abused mentally and emotionally by his wife. And so she's a weasel, and the story, as I was thinking, is she basically has control over all the finances in the house, and she was always seen herself as being more like above her station than she is. So she spends all the money as it comes in and buys herself the finest gowns and everything and makes sure that she's looked after, and then basically there's no money left. That was in my head, the story. I remember it being quite steady all the way up, no flat bits for a break. I heard about that. I don't remember doing any climbing or it being steep. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with another one. Artie's here. Hi, Artie. I'm sure you'll smash it. I'm gonna smash it or smash me. One of us is getting smashed. Yeah, we're gonna try and do that this weekend. If the weather's okay. I heard that it's gonna be, I looked on the weather map, the mountain weather guide, which tells you about visibility and wind and everything. And it said it's going to be 50k wind, which I don't know what that is. So I looked it up and it said 50k wind is enough to break an umbrella. So I just won't take any umbrellas up with me and we should be okay. She's also the only character that has oval eyes. All the other characters have round eyes, and I think I gave her oval eyes because I wanted her to look sneaky, you know? I love Bare Minerals original powder foundation. This one's from Body Shop. I don't know what it is, but the lady put it on me in the shop, and then I said, oh, a makeover. And I was just, every time I'm a little bit embarrassed about stuff, I tend to joke about it. So I don't think she thought it was that funny. She was like, it's just powder lady. I wear makeup maybe 4 times a year. Yeah, makeup it's one of those things I never really learned how to use. Glasses definitely sub for eye makeup, definitely. Awesome, hi. 50k wind is a lot. Okay. Maybe we'll skip it this week. We have another plan to do a different one as well. One that's like really low level fell, so I might do that one instead. Cool. So I'm just gonna draw her hair. Yeah, I basically drew all these characters without sketching them first, so some of the proportions are a little bit off. But just having some fun with it. I'll finish this one soon. I won't go on this one too much because I did really want to do like a couple of sketches tonight. But you guys don't mind, right, what I do? We're just chatting. I'm going on a creative workshop walk in Stavely on Saturday, so I hope the weather is good. Is that the one with is it Jessica Emsley? Is that her name, if I'm remembering right? I saw that one. I actually signed up to do, unless this isn't the right person, but I'm pretty sure it is. I signed up to do one of her walks ages ago, like maybe 3 months ago. She was in Kendall, and I didn't go because it was raining, and I was like, I don't want to go. But apparently people did go. Ooh. Lavim, I'm not sure what, you should message me on Instagram and then we can maybe chat, because it'll be cool to meet you, and then I'll know someone if I go to one of her things, because I've been a bit nervous to go, but that would be nice. Maybe I already know you on Instagram, but I don't recognize your username here. I got her name right, huh? Jessica Emsley? God, I've got amazing memory, guys. Like an elephant. Just one of the many elephantal qualities about me. Elephant-like qualities. Elephantal, was that a word? So we had the chimney sweep here today, and I know what the number one question on all of your minds are. how small was the child that went up the chimney. Unfortunately, he didn't bring a child with him. I was looking for a small 4-year-old, sooty 4-year-old, but no, he just had like an apprentice with him, or like a young guy with him, and they basically just hoovered out the chimney. It was very anticlimactic. And he was very chatty. Master and him chatted for like a good half an hour downstairs. I don't know what he was talking about. Look at this. This is so scary. This face. She's not meant to look that scary. She's meant to look kind of like good looking. Like she takes care of herself. But it'll be fine. I'll let you know when it's the next one. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see her post on Instagram. I just don't know anyone who goes. Are they good? Have you been before? I don't know why I'm drawing her with pink arms, because she doesn't have a pink face. This is such a mess. Do you guys ever use pastels for illustration? I'm thinking maybe I'm trying to make pastels do what they shouldn't do, you know? So the one thing I did like about this little dress I made her is everything looks so nice, right? She's like all done up nicely. She has frills and she has a detailed belt, and she has these little details on her sleeves. And then right at the bottom, she's got a little patch, because even though she likes to buy herself all the nice things, she's still poor. So she's got to fix the dress when it breaks. No child labor? I know, right? I was looking around, but unless he was already up the chimney, there was no child. I reckon that's, I mean, I don't want to say it's an easy job, but he literally came, he hoovered up the chimney. He had I think he had a little camera up there, and that was it. Called it a day. I was like, geez, I could do that. Go around people's houses, hoover their chimneys. I couldn't do that. What am I talking about? I hate hoovering. Right, let's add a bit of blue in here. That'll be a nice counter colour. This is pastel. This could be nice. I quite like these pastel pencils. I haven't used them much, but I used them a little bit. I'll show you in a second. So we just smudge it in there a little bit. Wow. I mean, that is probably not the best choice stylistically, but yeah, I've been doing this thing. Well, I did it one time, guys. I can't really say I've been doing this thing, but I did this thing where I like drew it like this, I guess, because I didn't realize that pastel pencils, that you could go over so well with colored pencil. But I was doing it the other day, and colored pencil actually goes over it quite a lot, so you can kind of get like a smudge there, and then you can go over with just pencil, and then we can just like draw her face again. Try and draw it a little bit less scary this time. She's got like nice eyes. She's got nice eyelashes. Kind of like sleepy bedroom eyes, you know. But she's got a couple of teeth, because I wanted her to look a little bit more derpy than scary, really. What do you guys think of this? Like a smudge for the face, and then just go around with the detail. Could work. She's got kind of like a triangle, an upside down triangle head. I have the username Laurentina on Twitch. I don't think I've spoken to you on YouTube since you moved over. Oh, cool. How are you finding the stream on YouTube? Is okay? I actually really like it. I don't miss Twitch at all. I don't even go on Twitch. I used to go on Twitch quite a lot and watch people. I don't really go on Twitch anymore and watch people. Not because I moved over, just because I just haven't been. I don't know, I haven't really been feeling like it. But yeah, I really like YouTube. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff that you do on Twitch. I've mentioned this before. You don't have to worry about like the points and the emotes and stuff. I always felt like that was kind of like something I wasn't really interested in, but I felt like I had to do because it was part of Twitch. And then you'd go on other people's Twitch channels and they would have heaps of emotes, and they'd have, I don't know, they had like a proper community feel, which it would be nice, but I think you have to be on Twitch quite a lot to get that. Like you have to really be consistent and really be on there all the time and pushing stuff like that, and I just don't have the time or the energy. YouTube is great. Yeah, that's cool. I think people prefer. I think no one said yet that they prefer Twitch. Let me know if one of you prefers Twitch. I mean, I'm not moving over, but I'd just be curious to find out. Here we go. So look, this is kind of fun. She's got a little pink head, and she's, yeah, she looks less scary than the one on the bottom. Much prefer the YouTube stream, can just make it full screen without all the extra notifications. That's cool. And I know, I think Katie's still here. Katie used to have trouble joining stream on Twitch because she can never seem to connect, which was a shame. And I don't think you have a problem with YouTube. If you're busy, Katie, don't answer, it's fine. Oh, there she is. I prefer YouTube even with slow internet at home, it works for me. That's nice. Yay, everyone can be here and party. Also, all of my YouTube all of my streams automatically go to YouTube so people can catch up. And then also maybe like random people will just pop in that have never been to my channel before, and that'd be cool. Oh, she's giving me Cleopatra vibes. Yes. Oh, I never thought about that. It's now that you said that, I can see it. She just needs a snake. Maybe she is a snake. She's a snake in a weasel's body. Oh, I forgot his glasses. That's what I loved about him. His big round glasses. Like this. Although, look, now that I'm thinking about it, where did the things go? Because his ears are here. So that wasn't very good design. It's fine, I'm not changing it, I like it like that. It's a cartoon, guys. Use your imagination. I love watching the end of ones where I have to pop out early. Yeah, it's nice when I get a comment on a live stream that's been up that someone's watched it. It's nice. All right, let's see if we can make this guy do something a little bit different rather than just stand here. What can he do? He can just stand there and I don't know. Oh guys, I don't know. This is the problem I have with characters. I've put off drawing characters for so long that now when it's time to draw them, I get like almost paralyzed. I do not know what to do. Which is really funny because when I first started drawing, I just draw people all the time and portraits. I haven't drawn people or portraits for so long, seriously, that I get a little bit nervous. But I think it's okay because I've kind of stylized them quite a bit. I'm trying to find a pencil that will go over that pencil. I love drawing background, but people are so hard. Yes. And I've made them into animals to make it easier, and it's still, like, they're still really stiff. I'm also going to figure out a color palette too. I want to do something like limited. I'm not sure what to do yet. When I was drawing this here, I tried to keep it limited, and I mean, honestly, guys, look how many colors I put on one page. There's like green, yellow, pink, red, brown, blue, turquoise, white. Limited colors, guys. I don't know if they're for me. I love when you drew faces. Faces, that was so long ago, Katie. This guy looks so scared. Look at him, he's terrified. I also don't know if I should draw anything around them. I think I'll just leave it like this for now, because it's just meant to be like a little practice. Just to like see what I like. So I know that I'm not really a big fan of this, which I believe is one of my pastels, a yellow pastel. That colour's like a bit muddy, although now that I'm looking at it, it's not too bad. Alright, so this guy I drew with a different outfit. He's got one of these things on that kind of protects his neck, I guess. That like old woodworking, not woodworking, people that cut trees down. What are they called? People that cut trees down? Anyone? Does anyone know? Woodcutter. Yes. That woodcutters wore, I guess. I just looked up woodcutters on Google and copied their outfits but put them on bunnies instead. when you think about it, how big would a tree have to be for a bunny to cut down? Like very small, I'm imagining, unless the bunny is actually a giant. So there's that, but then again, a story, so it's fine. It's not real. Let's have this guy. Okay, I'm gonna try and make him hold an axe. I have drawn him holding an axe before, but it doesn't go well often because I can never figure out how his hand would go, like holding the axe. So like his thumb would go there. Would it? I don't think it would. I don't think it would. It's fine. It's fine. Look. How does an axe even look like this? Ay, ay, ay. And okay, the axe is on the floor and he's hovering above it. This is why I need more practice, guys. It'll be fine though, because when I come to do the sketches, I'll sketch it out first. But yeah, he's basically levitating on the axe right now. We should put a little shadow under him so it looks like he's levitating, because he's so small and light that the axe can hold his weight. Fantastic. Brilliant, April. Well done. Lumberjack. Oh yes, Lumberjack. That's the name. Turned out so pretty. Oh, thanks, Liz. I've been watching a long time. Casey, you have been. That's kind of creepy when you say it like that. Oh, speaking of watching, has anyone seen The Watcher on Netflix? Started watching it last night. Did I start watching it last night? Or the night before? It was this week sometime. And I've watched, I think, 4 episodes so far. I've been watching it by myself because I showed the trailer to Martin, but he didn't think it looked good. I do like it though. I think it's Ryan Murphy, right? The same guy who he's done a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't he do Glee? I think he did Glee. Okay, I didn't like that. Let's just rub that out. It doesn't exist. It's not there. All right, let's go through these people fast because I want to move on to the actual. I want to at least try and do one thumbnail thing, you know. Oh, so good! I binged it in a day. Wow, I haven't binged it yet because I guess you're so busy bookbinding all day. I sometimes at work, especially this week, I can't watch things. I have to just put music on, and I can't even be music with lyrics. This week it couldn't be music with lyrics. Today it couldn't be anything because I was doing stuff with audio, so I couldn't actually listen to anything or watch anything, which was really sad. Those days are sad, guys. But yeah, when I'm at work, I have to watch things that I don't care about. So I can't. Look at this. Can I just show you this eye here? It's so wonky. Things I don't care about, which is why I've been watching a lot of reality TV show lately, because you can kind of just put it on in the background and it's just like noise, and I can just make fun of the contestants on, I was going to say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but it's not that, on Hell's Kitchen, and I don't have to worry about anything. I can't watch something that I actually care about what's happening because I can't concentrate on it. They said that multitasking, you can't multitask, like it's impossible. So when you think you're multitasking, you're actually not. Half your brain is, like, your brain can't do 2 things at once. So it's basically doing nothing. It's doing 2 things very badly rather than doing one thing very well. But that doesn't stop me watching television. I watched stuff whilst bookbinding, but you get through a lot. I haven't watched it, but I watched a video about the true story months ago. You know, when I was watching it last night, I haven't looked up anything yet, so no spoilers. But there's a story of the house, right? There's a story of one of the families in the house. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. And that story, as I was watching it, I was thinking, this is very familiar. And it was the same story I had just heard a few weeks ago on My Favorite Murder. Have you guys seen My Favorite Murder? It's like it's a podcast, and they basically talk about murders every week, like murderers. And I've been listening to them all the way from the start. So this episode is from 2016, and it was about this guy who killed who basically murdered his. It was a murder. I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know if they copied that story or if this is about that. So I'm not sure, but basically it was exactly the same murder and set of events in that had actually happened, and the podcast talked about. So I'm gonna look it up afterwards. I love My Favorite Murder. Yeah, so good. I've just been listening from the start. I think I'm maybe like 50 episodes in or something. I'm still in 2016, and it was quite funny because a couple of weeks ago they were talking about Donald Trump getting into the office, like becoming president, and they were so bummed about it. I was just thinking, guys, it's fine. Like 4 years later, we're still all here, you know. I watched it on the Casual Criminalist. I haven't heard of that, but that's good. What show are you talking about? The Watcher, Liz. Sorry. The Watcher. It's on Netflix. I have been listening, but I somehow missed the name of the show. Yeah, it's called The Watcher. And it's got that lady in from... she's in other things too, but I always remember her from Legally Blonde. And something about her just really annoys me. Like, I think she maybe annoyed me in Legally Blonde too when I was younger. But her character in this show is so annoying. Sorry, I just got an email notification. Okay, let's finish. This young lady, one of the guys at work has been calling me Young April, but today he called me Young April because we have a meeting every day, our team. And yesterday he said, "And Young April, what are you doing?" And I was like, young. And then I said it today, I was like, why do you keep calling me Young April? So he called everyone young. So he was like, young this person, young that person. It was like everyone is young compared to me, which is not true. I don't think he's that old. Yeah, look how stiff this is. Like, it looks like she's a robot. You can't see my arms right now, but imagine if... You guys know what I'm trying to do, right? She's like this. Jeez Louise. We're gonna look back on these and laugh. I'm laughing now. I'm looking back on them and laughing right now. I'm laughing at them from 30 seconds ago, and I'm loving life. Guys, I'm so good at drawing characters. They are so full of life and vigor. JK. But I'll get there. I'm not worried. You gotta start somewhere, you know? And hey, imagine if I drew all of these and they were fantastic and I had like children's book publishers knocking down my doors. I mean, I'd have nowhere to go, you know? I would already be at the top. So, gotta start low and work my way up. That's how it goes. This is some sexy music. Can you hear this? It's like smooth jazz or something. I don't like this colour. I don't know why I chose that colour. It's very, very bread. Stifler's mum. Yes, that's right. Yeah, she was Stifler's mum too. Yeah, I don't know why. Something about her character in this. I mean, I think her character is meant to be kind of annoying in that show. But I think that all these characters are meant to be suspicious, you know? Like, oh, could it be them? Could it be them? Could it be them? I keep looking at the screen, but it's actually down here. Yeah, I'm just messing around with different stuff. I mean, you guys can see what I'm doing if you're watching, but I thought I'd just let you know. Sometimes I just randomly just pick stuff, like drawing that with pastel. It's probably a terrible idea because anything can smudge it. So does anyone else draw with pastels? Is anyone else obsessed with pastels right now? Because I don't know what's come over me that I'm so obsessed with pastels and I don't even know how to use them or what I'm doing. I think just new art supplies are always just so fun. Oh, the reason I bought the paint pens, guys, I forgot to mention. Remember when I showed you those two paintings and I said I really like the texture? That's kind of the style I want to go in. That was using paint pens and I was thinking I should probably get some more paint pens. Because I needed some replacements because I had a couple that dried out, and I ended up getting ended up getting quite a lot of paint pens. I got this one paint pen, pale pink. It's one of my favorite colors. Let me just bring the box over again. Oh Jesus, heavy. It's a ridiculous amount of paint pens, guys. This pen here, light pink. And on Jackson's Art, they have two paint pens. One was light pink and one was light portrait pink. And I got one of both. So I wanted to see what light portrait pink was. I thought maybe light portrait pink would be like almost like a peachy color. And when it arrived, it was light pink and not light portrait pink. So I basically had two pens. So I took a photo of it with the invoice and I emailed them and I was like, hey, Jackson's, I got like this color, but I wanted this color. Are they the same color? Because they sound very similar. But if not, could I get one of the other colors? Because I kind of want it. And it turns out they're the same color and Liquitex has changed the name because they linked an article all about different pigments, different colors of names in a whole bunch of different materials and how they're trying to be like get away from calling them things to do with skin tones to be like more inclusive, because I guess calling it light portrait pink is like saying you paint a portrait with it and that's like the color you use, where obviously that color is only a percentage, like a small percentage of all the colors possible that you could paint a human's portrait with, or an animal, I don't know. So I thought that was quite interesting, and now I have two of the same pens, which is fine because I like that color anyway. And then in the same order, well, the next day I got my pastels and two of them are broken. So I was almost tempted to measure them back again. Being like, bro, you broke my pastels, but it's fine. Love that motivational speech. Thanks, Haley. I like to give myself motivational speeches often. I hope it helped. I can't remember what speech it was about, but thank you. I will take your praise and compliments. I do not like pastels and I hate pastels. Liz and Juliet, that's fine. More for me. Right, what am I doing? Drawing. Okay, I can do that. Sometimes I seriously forget what I'm doing on stream. It's nice to see you guys though. Well, I can't see you, but I'm imagining your lovely faces and chat with you all. I'm glad that I remembered to do this tonight because I did almost forget. Even though I had it planned, it's been such a busy week. It's been one of those weeks where you feel like it's Friday on the Tuesday. It's kind of weird because I remember when I was a kid, I would like a beigey pink flesh color. There's a couple of colors that I love called flesh. And I think one of them may be the Neo colors, and one of them is definitely one of these bad boys. And I think it's such a disgusting name. Like, ugh. I can't find it. It may just be the Neo colors. Bee's here. Hi, Bee. How are you? We're just drawing some, we're doing some stuff for Folktale Week. I'm just drawing some little characters. Well, I'm trying to figure out kind of like combinations of materials. I'm just playing with materials really and drawing the characters. Some of them are going well, some of them not so well, like this lady here, but it's fine. I've had a Jackson's package stuck in customs at Frankfurt for over a week now. I feel like they're holding a hostage. No, that's not good. What did you order? Anything fun? I'm just trying to decide a color. We'll do this one. Yeah, oh god, I'm so bad with Jackson's Art right now. I think I mentioned, I can't remember where I mentioned it, but I'm doing my taxes right now for Monkey Mintaka, the business, because they have to be done by January, and I can't remember what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to buy something, or I don't know. There was something I wanted to do, and I needed to figure out how much money I needed to pay for taxes first. So I was like, I better do my taxes, and then like it's just over with. I don't have to worry about it, you know. So I started doing my taxes. And then halfway through doing my taxes, I ended up buying two things from Jackson's Arts. And now I have even less money to pay my taxes when I finally find out how much I have to pay, because I have no idea how much it's going to be. And I'm hoping it's nothing. I'm hoping that I've basically bought so many art supplies in the last year that I'm actually in deficit. I haven't made a profit at all. That's my plan. So Wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. I'm glad you remembered to do this too. Thanks, Wendy. Me too. I don't think I would have forgotten. I just remembered a little bit late. Oh, actually, I was going to say, the first order I made with Jackson's Art, I always feel like I need to defend myself when I buy so many art supplies. I know I don't, but I just feel like I do. So my first purchase was actually made with a voucher I got from work. I got a £50 voucher. There's this thing at work called, this is me bragging a bit, guys. There's this thing at work called the Shine Awards, where every month people can vote for people that have done stuff, done good job, I guess. And I won a Shine Award. I can't remember what the category was. There are different categories, but people say nice things about you, and it goes on the intranet, blah blah blah, and you get a £50 voucher for Amazon. So instead of buying stuff on Amazon, I took money out of our food account and bought art supplies, and then with the money from work, I'm gonna buy bird seed, because our birds need bird seed because they're hungry, and they're very hungry, and it's winter now, so that we're getting a lot more birds visiting our garden, which is lovely. But gosh, bird seed is so expensive. It's fine though. I like seeing them happy little faces, and we don't have any pets or anything, so it's like the wild birds are our pets, you know. I'm good, thank you. How are you and everyone? Well, I can't speak for everyone, B, but I'm doing pretty good tonight, you know. I made an absolutely amazing red Thai curry tonight for dinner. It was so good, and we have extras for lunch tomorrow. And we watched the finale of Cobra Kai. I don't know if anyone's seen Cobra Kai, but it's so dumb, so stupid. Love it. Can't get enough of it. I literally just crack up. Like, I think they're trying to be serious, but it's just so funny. So like bad 80s. They must know how bad it is. But yeah, so we watched the finale of that tonight, and now I'm here chatting with you guys. I ordered a lot of brushes and paper samples. I don't know how long to leave it before I ask them if it's lost. So did they tell you that it's in customs? Like, have you got the thing saying it's in customs? Because surely they wouldn't lie to you, right? They wouldn't lie to you and say we have it and they don't have it. Would they? I don't know. Oh, she's got like a little bit of a bosom here, so I'll give her one. Let's give her a pastel stripe. I really love this pastel color, this pink one. Finish my painting. Liz, what did you paint? Anything good? I mean, I don't mean did it turn out good, I mean did you enjoy it? But also, did it turn out good? I'm sure it turned out lovely. But I don't understand what is happening with this lady. I've given her absolutely no neck. Poor woman. I mean, I know she's an evil stepmother, but Jesus, it's a bit harsh, you know? Alright, that'll do. I wish I could put up a bird feeder. We aren't allowed in the apartment. Oh, that's sad. I never thought about it when I lived in a flat, actually, to have a bird feeder. I just figured, yeah, I mean, I guess the only outside space we had was a balcony. So if it was like you put the bird feed out, all the seed would probably fall down, and if the bird pooped, it would fall down probably to like the neighbors. So I don't think it would have been the best. Yeah, it's really nice having them here. Oh, the other day it was amazing. I was in, like, we have this sunroom, which is like this big circle, a semi-circle room, and kind of you can see all the fields and stuff. And we have a bird feeder on the window, and I was just watching a couple of, I think it was a sparrow or something in the bird feeder, and suddenly from behind the wall, this little bird head popped up, and it was a woodpecker, and it's the closest I've ever seen a woodpecker. I've only ever seen them once. Before, and it was probably like as far away as from me to maybe the wall behind me. Yeah, probably the wall behind me, so like not very far. And then it flew up to the bird feeder, and it sat on the bird feeder for literally 4 seconds before flying up to the tree in our garden, pecking the tree for a couple more seconds and then flying away. And if I hadn't been there at that exact moment, I would not have seen it, and it was so cool. And I took a photo of it, and I have a friend at work He's also called Martin, and he's a bird watcher. So sometimes when I take when I see birds, or if he sees birds that he thinks I like, we'll send each other photos, like on Teams. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It was just another one of those mini treescapes, but traditional this time. Ooh, traditional, that's different. Because you're like kind of attached to your iPad, huh? I think I sketched it out during the last stream. Oh, that's fun. I need to draw her arms because she doesn't have any. Okay, sleeves. Kind of like come out like this. And then we'll do one more, and then we will we'll do like a maybe we'll try and do like a proper scene. It should be interesting because I haven't done that yet and I'm a bit nervous about it, but it'll be fine. It's just practicing right now. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do Folktale week at the end of the day. Like, I really want to, but I feel like, I don't know if anyone else here is doing it. Let me know if you are. I feel like you should have stuff sketched out by now. I've seen so many people online. I know you shouldn't blow pastel, but I ignore everything that they say. I think people, like, I've seen people do heaps of work for it, almost like it's like a project, like they're like an assignment that they're doing. And I feel like the people make it into such a big thing, and it's a little bit nerve-wracking because I don't have time to make it into a big thing, but I want to make something really nice. But I don't know if it's going to be really nice. It might just be a few sketches, but it'll be cool because it's working towards these characters in this style, and that will help me when I come to do the children's book illustrations, because I'm doing this course. If you just arrived and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing this children's book pro course with SVS Learn. Oh, I like this with the red on the outside the hair. It's kind of fun. And I'm doing Hansel and Gretel for it, and there's 10 weeks, and right now I'm only just up to week 3 of the pencil is making you cringe, the pastel pencil. This one is. Do you not like that? Should I stop? Okay, stop now. It's alright. I'm sure Liz will be fine. Yeah. She's fine. She loves it. What's it, Sam? I forgot. Oh yeah. So it's a 10-week course, and basically I'm up to week 3 right now of the homework, although I'm up to week 9 of the calls and stuff. And so my plan, I've been following everything as it goes, and my plan is in December to try and take a break from doing anything for like YouTube or social media. Not like I'm leaving social media. I was thinking about doing that, but I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna not post as much, basically, and focus, basically go back all the way through the lessons again in December and just focus on it and try and get stuff done. And then over the Christmas holidays, because I have some time off, yeah, that's it basically. So try and get like a book dummy done and some final illustrations and character designs, stuff like that. The pencil was probably making you cringe because it's pastel, and it probably has that horrible like scratchy sound. I'm sorry, Liz, I didn't mean to freak you out. I know that actually is quite annoying for some people. We only have one more person to do, and then we can move on. Does she look like a weasel? She doesn't really, does she? I don't even know what a weasel looks like. I'm running away. Liz is gone. All right, well, it's fine. I'm sure she'll be back. She kind of looks like a dog. That's what she looks like. A dog. She's not a dog. She's a weasel. Oh, well. I've never drawn a weasel before. It's my first time. So I think it's okay if it doesn't turn out very good. All right, can't use that pencil because it'll make Liz cringe, or that one. Put them away now. I'll keep this one out there because I kind of want this one. This is, I drew her in a different dress. I can't actually remember what dress this is though. Oh, I remember. It kind of came down like this. Oh, I'll show you. It's right here. Is this here? It's got like a little bodice here. Yeah, I love my pencil sketches so much more than when I try and draw them for reals. Do you guys ever feel that? Like pencil sketch is so much nicer. And it's funny because I actually never really enjoyed drawing with graphite pencil, but I started drawing for this course and also for the Good Ship illustration course, which I took a while ago, and it's really nice drawing in graphite actually, I found. And I don't rub out at all either. Like, I'm not erasing, which is one thing that I liked about colored pencils, is that you can't really erase them, so everything you do is like almost permanent. But I just find I don't erase stuff, which is nice. Also, I noticed that a lot of the pastels I have are very similar to a lot of the pencils I have. Like this color here is basically the same as this pencil. So I can use the pastels and I can use the similar pencil colors for the detail. And I think that will be nice. Should we give her some little feet? Cool. And then I got to draw her arms, which is always the tough part. I don't know why. Arms I find so difficult. The things I find the most difficult are the neck to the shoulders and then the arms. I guess the whole arm, shoulder, like basically from the neck down to the arms. So like the body. Yeah. The entire body I find difficult. Wow, I just came to that realization now. Huh. Gotta say, yay for the graphite pencil. The problem with graphite pencils is just, I think the reason why I didn't like them is they reminded me of school, you know? And I didn't have a very good art. I think I've mentioned this on chat before. I didn't have a very good art teacher. She was horrible, Mrs. Wilson. And yeah, so anything that kind of reminds me of arts, of like not art school, but art in school, like high school, I kind of don't really like it. But I think I've taken back the power of the graphite pencil now, which is nice. Okay, well, that's it. We did it, guys. We did it. That was our warm-up. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we did this as our warm-up. Sorry, I'm so uncomfortable tonight. So what do you think? Pencil sketch or colored in sketch? I mean, this kind of has almost like a little charm to it, like something kind of nice about it. I definitely need to focus on this head though and make it look more like this, because I think drawing it going out like this makes it look almost like a dog or a fox or something. Finished. Need to go feed Chopper. Be right back. Okay. Okay, now that we've done this, we can move on. So let's just turn the page and move on. I've got some spare paper here to kind of put in here. I used to cut them out so they were the right size, but I kind of don't do that anymore. Too lazy. Okay, so let's get this book back again. So I'm just going to go through the thumbnails. They're very, very messy. So the very first thumbnail, which I showed at the start of stream, is this one. Maybe I should zoom. I always forget that I can zoom on here. Zoom. This one here. So basically it's that's very dirty fingernail. I don't want to zoom in on my fingernail. It's so dirty. It's got so much pencil underneath it. Okay, well this one here is Fool. Basically it's the dad. You know Hansel and Gretel, guys. The dad's leaving, right? Leaving them to go into the forest because his wife is like, we can't afford to feed them. It's them or us. Take them into the woods. So they go into the woods, and then I have some ideas here. This one here is the kind of like in the foreground, and then the dad's in the background. And then we did some exercises where you can't see that. We did some exercises where we cut them up, and like you took this half, put it on this side, then you drew it so they're like on the other side. And this one here, they're walking away in the trees here. Oh, this is the one I think I was gonna do actually. So it's like almost like a top-down view, and they're walking. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. too zoomed in, guys. It's like a top down, almost like a top down view. So this big square here is like the tree, and this could be where the text is. And then here you'll see them going into the distance, but kind of like top down, which I think is going to be very difficult for me. And maybe you see the birds behind them like eating the crumbs that they've dropped, so they can't find their way home. And the woods. And then this one here was kind of the same, but you just see a little bit of Hansel as he's going off the page. And then I was going to put these guys kind of like up here in the corner, and the house is in the distance, so you see the house that they lived in, because I want to show the house again at the end when they come back, and it's really nice. So maybe we'll do both of these as a test and see what we like. What do you guys think? Good idea? Bad idea? Is the music gone? Okay, here we go. We're listening to it again, guys. Second time around with the playlist. Okay, should we do one? I'll do one on this side, one on this side as a square format, but we can use the extra space to like do tests, color tests. I feel like a real artist. All right, let's get all of this break out of the way. I like to put everything, I mean, I don't normally do this, but for stream, because everything gets a little bit hectic, just put everything back, and then we can kind of start again in a second. So how's everyone's week going so far? Has it been hectic like mine? Or has it been super chill? Anyone doing anything nice for the weekend? While you guys are thinking about that, what you're doing at the weekend, I'm gonna draw a rough sketch. Yes, with this pencil here. The magic pencil! Rose anthraquinoid pink. My favorite. Alright, what is a square? That wasn't like some kind of metaphysical, analytical question about life. I was trying to figure out, where does the square end? I think this is basically almost a square. Oh, I know what we can do. We can, very old school. Oh yeah, we can do this. This is like basically the same size. Comes to here. And then here. Okay, let's just do this. A very hectic week. We'll probably work all weekend. Working for yourself though, Morgan, right? So it's not too bad. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to figure out, what the heck am I trying to do right now? Okay, this is good. Zip. I've been literally so stressful at work, but I'm going out. Oh, for ramen. Yes. Juliet, that sounds amazing. Ramen for dinner with friends. That would be lovely. Juliet, I forgot. What do you do again for work? Chloe told me. Artie says hi. Hi, Artie. Not to me, but hi anyway. Right, so this is the thing you got to think about when you're doing stuff. Like, this is obviously for photo week, but I'm also thinking about storybooks, picture books. Is where to put the text. Where to put the text. So I'm just going to do a super quick sketch. I don't know how to draw characters from looking up to down. How does one do this? If someone could tell me, that would be great. And then I kind of want to see like mountains, because they're in Germany. There's mountains in Germany, I believe. If you live in Germany and I'm wrong, please let me know. I believe they have mountains in Germany. Should we ask Siri? She always knows, or he always knows. Hey Siri, do they have mountains in Germany? Yes, they do. Look at all these mountains that they found. Siri found for me. Cool. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is that a mountain called Wank? I've lost it now. I did tell you before, I'm the one who's in bone marrow research. Julia, I'm going to have to remember that. We're going to have to think of a mnemonic device for bone marrow. Juliet pierces bones to get the bone marrow. I remember that from now on. I don't think that's a pneumatic device, you know. I think that was just stringing a bunch of words together device. But I'm gonna remember that. Probably will forget, let's be fair. I'm definitely gonna forget. All right, no, I'll try to remember that, Juliet. Bone marrow, I remember. It was very interesting. We were talking about how you get to do your own, it's like illustrations, right? An illustrator, is that right? Okay, so there's a path. There's some mountains. It goes up, up, up into the hills, whatever, blah, blah, blah. There's the little characters here on the road. How do you draw a character from above? I'm waiting for the answer. If anyone could let me know, that'd be great. I'm just going to draw them, I guess, big heads, little bodies, right? I think that's fine. Like this, like the little ants. You can't see, but they're tiny ants. And we're going to work on both of them at the same time. So this one, like they're on a hill. So basically they live at the edge of the forest is where they live. So I'm guessing it'll be quite bare around where they live because the guy's a woodcutter. So I'm pretty sure he's cut down all the trees near him, and then every day he has to go out further afield and cut down more trees. So that's kind of what I'm imagining, and I really love the idea of having like heaps of smoke because I love smoke in pictures, not in real life. And then this is old Hansel or Gretel. I don't know which one. I think it's Gretel. She's just off the page. She's like, see ya. I guess we're just going to the forest. An 8-year-old and a 10-year-old by ourselves. That's totally not weird. And then maybe they can just like, I won't make them as big as that. I'll just make them like this, like little people. And then maybe they could have like come down like a zigzag. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go, really. And then if there was text, it could go here or here. Maybe this could also go up like this. And then this could be the woods here too. Fantastic. I won't forget you. Oh, I won't forget you. Thanks, Juliet. You won't forget me. I won't judge you if you forget. I forget everything. But yes, that was me. Draw an oval for the head, then larger for the shoulders. Then larger for the shoulders? What do you mean, Artie? You mean the shoulders aren't larger? This is what I'm imagining. This is what I'm imagining. So obviously I got the... This is Hansel. He's got a big round head and he's got a tiny little body. And I'm imagining... Oh, this is so tricky. How do you... Like basically like this. Like that shape. You can't really tell. It's just a couple of shapes. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. When you look from the top, you see the top of the head and top of the shoulders. Top of the head and top of the shoulders. Top of the head, top of the shoulders. Okay. So you don't see the feet. Which makes sense. But I don't want them to be like above. It's almost like they're here and they're seeing them from a long way away. So you would, I think, see them. It's almost like you're a bird and you're looking down at them, but you're not above them. You could use little pointy feet. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so basically what I drew, I think that'll be fine. Right, let's get going. So, paint pens first, I think. We're going to try and pick a few colours. Oh, Jesus, this box is heavy. So, it's going to be autumn, near winter when they leave. And then it's going to be spring when they return. So, I'm going to try and pick some autumny colours. I don't want it to be all red and all... I don't want it to be all red and all orange, but some red and some orange. So many colours, guys, so many new colours. Okay, that's a lot of colours. Do you see how I cannot do limited colour palette? Oh, should I show you some of these colours? They're so nice. We'll do them on the edge. We'll do them on the side here, okay? Okay, so first off, pale pink. We've already spoken about this. I got to use that for something because it's just so nice. Secondly is, I can't remember the name of this. I think it's called Pastel Peach. It's Molotov. They don't put their names on the pens. They put them on a little sticker here. that when you take the lid off, you lose the sticker. But this is nice, very pastel-y. This one is a new one. This one is unbleached titanium, which is also really nice. Look at that. Oh. And then I'm thinking a little bit of parchment. It's another favorite. Guys, how many colors? Is that enough? And then maybe a blue. And then maybe a green, and maybe an orange, maybe a yellow. There we go. Or maybe this gray. Oh, that's too dark. It's nice though, it's just too dark. Then we got this kind of lilac. It's actually called lilac. I think it's too purple though for this. Put that one back. And then Naples yellow. Oh jeez. Do you remember last week when I couldn't get that lid off of the blue pen, the blue paint pen? It took so long I couldn't get it off, remember? And I gave up in the end. I took it upstairs to Martin after stream, and I was like, can you get the lid off for me? And he couldn't get it off. So he handed it back to me. It's this one here. Sorry, I just bumped the microphone. He handed it back to me light blue violet, and he was like, I can't do it. It's stuck on there now. And I just opened it like this. He must have loosened it for me. But they're so annoying when they get stuck. What do you guys think about this color palette? Too pastel-y? I kind of like it. I don't want to do the whole thing paint pen because it is quite annoying to draw over. So what I'm thinking, I'm not thinking, maybe we can try and do like the side, this parchment color, not parchment, unbleached titanium. And this is just literally going to be the base color, guys. So it's going to be covered over. One of the things that I really liked about when I was using the paint pens and then pastel over the top of it is that well, I'll show you later, but the pastel like does this thing where it like repels the pastel, because obviously acrylic is like glossy, and then when you try and put the water over the top of it, it goes kind of like smushes it away. It's like oil and water basically. So I have like a grey sky. Actually, I think I'll use this blue. What do you guys think? It's a bit bright. Okay, we want the characters to stand out, so I want this to be the brightest and the most saturated on the page. I'm not sure what colors I'm gonna do with them yet, but in my course, and this isn't, I don't think this is a spoiler alert or anything, or like telling any trade secrets, but they always suggest using bright red, which you can't have bright red in every single book, I don't think. But I do have a bright orange. So maybe I can have one of the characters be bright orange and one of them be blue. That could kind of go together, right? Maybe they'll both be like orangey colored. I don't know if this is gonna work, but that's why you practice. So wise, April. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll just do this. It's not even anything, it's just some dots on the page. For now. Okay, let's try and bring the pink into it. I think the pink would be nice as the road. Do you remember that one time I said I didn't want to use paint pen on everything? I lied. And I'll mix in some of this. Because maybe like with real paint pens, this will work. You can like smush it together and it kind of picks up. So you have a little bit of every color in every part. This is such a mess. And okay, pastel peach. I kind of want to do something in the mountains. They're going to be maybe the blue. Do you think that would be bad to have it because it's so bright? I don't know. Maybe we should leave it. Or should we just do it? No, let's leave it. Is there another color? This is only a test. I don't want to work myself up so much about it. Let's do bright blue. We can always paint over it. Let's do this, and then I'll take this one again, and we'll go over it and kind of mix them together like this. I'm just gonna see what this is like. If it's a mess, it's a mess. I think that's quite nice though. What do you guys think? They do say that our cooler colours recede into the background. Huh? So, colour theory. Oh wow. I'm just dropping all of the bombs today, the art bombs. Alright, I think that's fine for the first one. Sorry it's so glossy on the page. It will dry in a minute. Let's move over to this one. So we're going to try and kind of do similar colours. Yeah, I do like this sky. I got another replacement to this one because it's definitely running out. Cool. And then maybe I'll do orange in the background because I want it to kind of look autumny, like autumn's come and it's just set fire to the hills. And autumn here has come and kind of gone. It was really nice. I think it was when we went out for our walk last time, that I think it was 2 weeks ago now. It was perfect, like the perfect autumn, you know, like all the leaves, all the trees were the perfect color. But I think now we've had so many storms and so much wind the last couple of weeks that is all the leaves will be blown off the trees, you know. Is it autumn where you guys are? Is anyone in the southern hemisphere where it's spring? Because is Amo here tonight? I don't think Amo's here. Amo lives in South Africa. And actually, I was going to ask her what the weather was like. Because Martin and I are thinking about going to South Africa next year. We wanted to go in April. We started looking at flights a while ago. We wanted to go March, April. But we kind of left it a little bit too late. And then I'm going to Bologna for the art fair, the book fair, in March. So I'm going to get the time off again to go in April. And then plus you would have so many holidays in a row and then you wouldn't have a single holiday until like Christmas, which would be a little bit stressful, I think. So instead we're thinking about going in October now, which is our autumn, but in South Africa it's their spring. But I can't remember. I think it must have been when I was a kid because my dad lives out there. So I used to visit him when I was younger, but I can't actually remember what the weather's like in October. So if anyone lives in the Southern Hemisphere, or South Africa especially, let me know. Alright, I think I'm going to make her blue. Because it's literally the only colour, like it's kind of like complementary colour. So it might help her stand out a bit. And I also want... Perfect. Okay, so now we have these. It's actually quite muted. I quite like this. Oh, I've got getting paint pen all over me. I might just quickly go and hair dry this so we can move on to the next step quickly. So you hang out, guys. I'll be right back. I'm back. I just realized it's actually more saturated in real life than it is on the camera. Katie's back and I'm back. Hi Katie. Did you have a nice, wherever you went to, did you have a nice time? Okay, so next up, put the paint pens away. Don't need those anymore. And I'm going to bring out the pastels. So basically what I'm trying to do is recreate what I did the other day in this sketchbook here. If I can find it. Everything's so over the place in this sketchbook. Like such random things in here. And none of them are in order. I'll find it eventually, guys. Wait, I think it's after this. Here it is. Okay, so I'm trying to replicate what I did here. So I did paint pen first, and then I did, if I zoom in, you'll be able to see what I was talking about earlier with the texture. So you see here how it's kind of a blobby, and it's almost like kind of like waxy, is where the ink from the paint from the paint pen repelled the water that I was mixing with the pastel. So I really want to get that texture again. I thought that was really nice. And then when that dried, I put pencil over the top of it. So that's kind of the plan. And I think what I'm going to do is take a photo of this now, and then take a photo of each of the stages, just so I have reference for later. So please ignore me while I take photos of my sketchbooks. Do you guys do this? Do you take photos of each of your, like when you're doing like different steps? And then one all together. Say cheese, everyone. Just joking. Love that texture. Yes, that's what I loved about it too. I love those. Thank you. So now that we have this, what do you guys think of this color palette? I actually really love this color palette right now. Totally digging it, guys. We're gonna ruin it now. No, I don't know if we're gonna ruin it, but we're gonna try and use some pastels just to get that texture I was talking about. So I've got so many pastels now. It's incredible how many pastels I have. I also have some more over here. These are from Jackson's Arts, and they're okay. This one, oh, look how shiny it is. I don't know what the camera's doing, but it's like making it glow. This one is the neon. It's so pretty, but they don't mix with water very well, so I'm not going to use them. Lovely colors. Thanks, Morgan. So yeah, let's try and just bring a bit of texture here. So I'm not gonna do the pastels on here because it's gonna get messy. I'm just gonna pick them up and hope that, oh, you know what? I did a pastel swatch sheet yesterday and I've left it upstairs. That's annoying. But it's fine. We'll just figure it out. Sometimes I never really don't tend to swatch things as I'm drawing. I just grab things and hope that they're gonna work. But I'm gonna try and only use the same colors on both, so we're not having like different colors. I want them to look cohesive. So, oh gosh, I'm talking so much tonight. Okay, oh, here we go. Here's some paper. This is the paper that was in I got this pastel paper set. It's upstairs. Can't show it, it's upstairs. But it came with this paper that was in between the sheets. It was like a pastel paper pad. Alliteration, love it. And it came with this like protection sheet, I guess. Okay, cool. So this is a nice color. That definitely goes. So we can use that one. This one here I love. It's like a pinky color. So we definitely use that one too. Then this bright orange, which is incredible. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We use that one. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I got this yellow one. 4. And then I'm trying to keep it kind of simple. I'm only trying to use like 20 colors or like 57. This one here, which is like a really nice blue gray, and I'm smudging it and getting my fingers. I don't know how to finish that sentence, but I was very annoyed. I don't know if you could tell. And then I also have some greens, but I think I'll leave those. Okay, we got a plan. Let's do it. I should really have a cloth, you know, like a damp, they say to have a damp cloth with you when you do pastels so you can wipe your fingers. But you know what I was doing last night, guys, because so DIY, I just had my water jug here and I was just dipping my fingers in like this. So we can do that if we need to, which is fine. All right, let's get going. I don't want to cover the entire thing with pastel. I just want to have a little bit somewhere. So I think I'm going to put some here, and I'm going to mix all of this with water. I'm not going to leave any of it dry because I want to draw over it with pencil and stuff. So, and also a little bit of this goes super a long way. Oh, is this a crack here? Oh no, it's not, it's just dust. That's good thinking. Great typing there, Liz. That's right, Liz. I understand what you're talking about. I get you. So I'm not actually sure what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm putting the colours where they should go. But yeah, we'll just figure it out. It's fine. And then I want to kind of pop out some of the trees. So I don't know if this should be so super bright in the background or if it should just be super bright in the foreground. Because there's so much about colour theory that I don't really know. Like, I know, I was going to say I know the theory. I know, like, I kind of know a little bit of the theory because obviously I learned some in school. But I don't really follow it, I guess. Or like I try and follow it and I try and make it up as I go because I'm not really sure. Just kind of like guessing. Which I think is fine. Right. Lighter and less bright as it goes further. Yeah. Like less saturated. And I think also when I was reading, what book was it that I was reading? It might have been what's that guy? He's amazing. He's on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel, and you know him, James Gurney. You know him. You know James. Do you know James? Let me know. And I think it was in Color and Light, or maybe it was something else. It was talking about how the colors change, the spectrum stops as you go into the distance. So I think it was like the first color that goes out is red, the red, or is it yellow spectrum? I don't know. But basically it goes like warmer colors, I think, into lighter colors. If anyone here has actually studied color, let me know. Let me know if I'm right. Katie's here. Hi, Katie. We're just talking about color. Maybe you can help us out because we stuck. I mean, everyone else knows what they're doing. I'm, as usual, just babbling to myself. What else am I going to do, guys? I can't not babble to myself. What if we just sat here in silence? It would be so uncomfortable for me. I think you guys would be fine with it, but I literally get so uncomfortable with silence. I don't know if you've ever noticed. I don't know if you've noticed. Okay, we're going to get the paintbrush now. I'm rubbing my hands. I'm not trying to warm my hands up. I'm trying to get all the pastel away. My hands have gone this like lovely kind of African earth colour now. Like I've been in the red earth of Africa, but it's just yellow pastel. So, paintbrush. Katie Moody, just so you know what we're doing, I'm trying to do some stuff for Photo Week. So, I'll show you what we did that you missed. We did these characters here. I've been trying to practice drawing them with different pastels and stuff. It was very awkward. Didn't really enjoy it. So now we've moved on, and I'm going to be doing some little scenes for Photo Week. It's based on Hansel and Gretel. This is Hansel and Gretel walking into the distance. I know what you're thinking, April doesn't look anything like Hansel and Gretel. It will do, I'm sure. And then this one is kind of the same scene. It's going to be from the same prompt. Fool, which is where the dad they go into the forest and the dad's a fool. That's what I'm thinking. The parents, maybe Hansel and Gretel are fools for going into the forest. I don't know. This one is Gretel here. She's a bunny, and Hansel's on the side. He's over here somewhere. He's not important. And then they're looking back, and the parents are going to be standing here watching them go. So that is what you've missed so far. I feel like I just was on an episode of This Is Your Life. Katie, this was your life for the last hour. All right, let me just, I did read about this and watch this on YouTube. Apparently you gotta stamp it off, not blow it off. Well, that didn't really seem to do much. Now, let's get on with the paintbrushing. So I've got this super old paintbrush. I love it. I think I got it from The Works, which if you're not in the UK, it's like the cheapest art supply shop ever. And I used to use it for my PVA glue, which is why it's a bit beat up. But I get some nice texture. Never noticed you seem perfectly comfortable in silence. Yeah, sometimes when I'm really quiet, like if I'm at home and I'm just thinking about something, Martin will ask me like, what's wrong? Because I'm so quiet. I'll be like, you're right. Yeah, I'm fine. You're in a bad mood. Oh no, I'm just quiet. Okay, so now we're going to try and get that texture that we saw. I don't know if it's going to work on this because how it worked the other day is because basically it was so, the paint pen was so glossy. You can kind of see it working. If I zoom in, zoom, kind of there, like it's kind of separating from the page a little bit. And up again. I'm gonna have this annoying light. If I do this though and lean it, then we shouldn't get the glare. Artie's gonna pop out. Bye, Artie. They're so fun. Thanks, Katie. I'm sketching for Folktale Week also and finding it hard. It is hard. Also, hi, Carol. Didn't see you pop in there. Nice to see you. It is hard. What are you doing, Carol? What's your idea? Are you following a story, or are you just like making up your own prompts as you go? Also, Katie, you're doing Folktale Week too, right? I'd love to know what you're doing if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing yet, it's all good. I still need to decide on my story for Folktale Week. Okay, that answered my question. Yours was so colourful last year. I don't know why. I just feel like I need to be moody, which is why I've gone with all these kind of unsaturated colours. But I don't think you need to be moody. I don't know. I think I just wanted, because Hansel and Gretel is kind of like a dark story, basically like child abandonment, cannibalism, you know, just like there's just a lot of stuff going on in there, and I just thought if it was darker colors and like darker tones, it would kind of set the story a bit better. I don't know how I feel about this as the forest right now. Definitely needs more work, but I do like this texture. Look at this texture down here that I just completely got rid of. It's fine. The problem with this, I don't know if I can air dry it after. I think maybe I need to let it dry naturally, otherwise the hairdryer will make the paint, you know, with my hand gesture, you know what I'm talking about. I think I want to do a little bit more up here. I want to write it myself, but only have very vague ideas. I want to go moodier this year too. Katie Moodier. That's what you should change your name to. You don't have long, Katie. You got until Monday. Not to panic you or anything. I'm going to try and get some of this stuff done over the weekend, but I think, well, I mentioned earlier, we're hopefully going to go for a hike if the weather's nice. So on Sunday, but on Saturday, I think I'm going to be spending all day at home doing some chores. Saturday is like one of my favorite days of the week. I think Saturday is my favorite day of the week because you still have Sunday to look forward to, and it's super chill, and also we get to go into town and have breakfast. Every Saturday we go into town and we get all our groceries from like a fruit and veg market, and then we go to this cafe called the Farmhouse Kitchen and get breakfast. And then tomorrow we're going to go around the shops. We're going to look at backpacks for hiking because we want to get bigger backpacks. We want to start doing longer walks, like really long day walks. So I've got this book that we got a couple of months ago, and it has a list of like heaps and heaps of walks that you can do in the Lake District to do all the Wainwright Fells, which is what we're trying to do. And some of them are like 9 hours long, 10 hours long, and it says in the book they're 9 hours long, so they'll be for us like 12 hours long, unless you know we can get fitter or we walk faster. But the problem is we stop a lot to take photos or to breathe, you know, just general breathing is nice, I guess. So yeah, we're trying to get fitter and do that. So we need bigger backpacks so we can take more food and maybe a jet boil, which is like this little machine. It's a little like, it's a little like a little tiny little oven, little camping gas fire, and you can boil water and stuff on it. So that'd be nice. We can have like hot lunches. I'm hoping to get it sorted on Saturday. Last month I told myself I'd have some done already. Yeah, I thought I'd have some more done too, but I was letting everyone know in chat that it was such a super hectic week this week. I haven't had a chance to do anything, but it's fine. The weekend's fine, and also I don't think it needs to be crazy, right? Like I'm just going to be doing some sketches. You know what? If these turn out good, I may just do one of these as the first one. So that's fine. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it here for the pastels. Do you think we need to add any more? More pastels? What do you think? We could put it in dry and wet and see if that works. I think I kind of want to put a pink up here, but I don't actually have a pink pastel. Oh my word. Should I get back on Jackson's Arts tomorrow? No, I won't do that. I'll just put this here, which is kind of like a reddish colour. And that'll be fine. And maybe some of this. Oh, maybe some of this. I know I said I wasn't going to use so much, but it's fine. I haven't used that many colours. I think I've only used 7 colours. Nice to see you too. I first tried creating my own, then thought it wouldn't be folktale enough, so I started checking for existing tales, and I found some I'm really intimidated. I did find starting already with Hansel and Gretel was really helpful in some aspects, because I knew the story and I could just fit it in, you know, like try and fit it in myself. But then also, I guess in other aspects, things don't fit. So potion did not fit at all. So I just ignore in that one. I don't really care. I'll just do 6. I don't really mind. It's less work for me. Okay, now I think I'm done. I think I've made it really messy. Do you guys like it better now, or do you like it better before when it was just paint pens? I'm gonna let this dry, and then we'll take a photo and we'll see which one looks better. I mean, I don't know if it would be better. It would just be different, you know. I can't even, I mean, it's very messy right now, but I kind of like it. I really struggle with sticking to prompt tasks. I have the ideas I want to do, but never stick with it. Yeah. I think it's okay for a week, but sometimes like those monthly challenges can get a little bit tiresome. I'm thinking of picking different tales, maybe, and joining prompts. Like joining 2 prompts together, like 2 days together. That'd be cool. Okay, should I just quickly whiz the old hairdryer on this, and then we can keep going? I've got to get some more water too. So I'll be gone for about 2-3 minutes, so grab yourself a drink if you want, or a snack. I'm back. Okay, so I think it's dry. It didn't take long. Pastel's dry real fast. So let's see if I got that texture that we wanted. I can zoom. So kind of here you can see it like in the tree. It's not as much as it was in the other page, like the other page that I showed you earlier. I think it's because these paint pens weren't as glossy. When I think it's the darker colors maybe, or the ones that are like thicker paint, they come out really glossy. But I'm happy with this. This is crazy, this orange here. All right, let me take a photo and then we can compare it to the previous step, see if you like it. So just take it, I gotta get out the shadow. All right, that one, and then both of them. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, I gotta remember how to use my phone. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this, for example, can I zoom? I can zoom. I have the power, guys. All right, let's see. I want to see if we can do this. All right, so this was the number 1, where before we put paint pens on, and then this is number 2. So you can kind of see It's got a lot more texture in the top here. I mean, maybe you can remember it from just a couple of minutes ago. I have a terrible memory, so I cannot remember it, but what do you guys think? You think it's good? Thank God you're back. The silence was unbearable. Alright, I am back, and there will be no silence. There will be no silence! Unless, like last week, my voice, my throat gets so dry that I almost choked to death on dry air. That was tough last week. Okay, so we can put the pastels away. Don't need those anymore. See ya, pastels. And bring out the colored pencils. Ooh, the best part. Alright, so now let's pick some colors. I don't want to do too many colors. I want to do just the right amount of colors. 67. I don't know. I don't know how many colors, guys. This is always the worst part because I want to use every color because every color is special in its own way. Obviously I don't want to use this. That wouldn't match. But you know, like there's a lot of colors in here that would be nice. Oh, colors. I'm not going to use all of these, guys, but I'll put them there so we can look at them. And then also from this set, there's some really lovely colors like this. This is one of my favorite ones, the Derwent Light Fast Midnight Black. It's kind of like a blue black. And then I'm thinking for the trees in the background, we're going to want some like muted browns, maybe, and a purple. Why not? All right, let's see what we need. So I'm just gonna swatch them out here. The problem with the swatching, I don't know if you guys ever do this, I swatch out the pencils and I forget what pencils the colors belong to. That's a pastel color, put that one back. Otherwise Liz will freak out. Do you guys have the Derwent drawn pencils? I think they're so nice. I don't use them. I have been trying to use them more, but I keep forgetting. Okay, so far I like all these colors. I think I won't do that one, it's too bright. Unless we want a nice bright pop. I'll put it back for now. This one's nice. Keeping it. I mean, these, let's be honest, these are all nice. I might want that one. I think I'll put this one back. It's just a work in progress, guys. It's getting late, so I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. Relocating to my bed. Sounds nice. We've been turning the heated blanket on every night before bed now, like half an hour before we go to bed, and it's just really nice to get into the bed when it's warm. Well, this is the first year we've had a heated blanket. We haven't had one up till now, and I was against the idea. I was like, I don't want a heated blanket in the bed. We don't need one. We'll just be warm. But I think I mentioned this before. I get really hot and Martin gets really cold. So he was like, we'll get this heated blanket. It's dual blanket, so it's both sides you can control. So, you know, I can have my side hot and your side will be cold. So I kind of came around to the idea because it is nice to have the bed nice and toasty when you get in, and then I turn it off. But the other night I turned it off and I went to sleep and it was really hot. I woke up and I was boiling. So I just reached down and there's like 3 settings and an off that you can pick. I reached down and I was like, oh, I didn't turn it off. So I definitely turned it off. And then I woke up again a few hours later and I was literally like, my legs, this is a little bit too much information, but like dripping with sweat. And I had basically turned it up to high and didn't realize because I was like half asleep. And I woke up in the middle of the night and the bed was so hot, I was dying. And I looked up online. I don't know if it's very healthy either, because I don't know if your body temperature should be, like, I think it self-regulates itself through the night. So that's what I was saying to Martin. I don't think we should have the electric blanket on while we're sleeping, because I don't know if it's healthy. Anyway, that was my sleeping with a hot blanket rant. Hope you enjoyed it. I can't get into bed without my heated blanket on now. It's so good. Katie, do turn it off before you go to sleep. That reminds me, we used to have one. I wonder what happened to ours. I don't have it, Liz. If that's what you're trying to get at. We got ours from online. Okay, so now I kind of want to do a little reconnaissance work on the old internet. So let's go to here. On Pinterest, I have some lovely pictures here. I'm just going to resize the window and bring it over so you guys can see it. So these are some trees. I know, you guys, I know what you're thinking. Wow, April, really? Yes, they are. They're trees. And they're in the Black Forest. Fairy style. Fairy tales come alive in Germany's Schwarzwald. Is that how you say it? And I just wanted to see what trees they had in Germany, because I don't know if they have pine trees. I mean, these look like pine trees to me. So I was thinking the type of trees that we're going to be drawing need to be like the area, right? Like they need to be from the area. So a lot of the trees that I've seen are like pine trees. So I think we'll stick to kind of pine tree style, which is so like this, which I don't really draw much of, so I'm not really sure how to draw them. You know, like a pine tree, like that, rather than you know, like this, which is what I normally draw. Normally draw like this with the branches in the middle. I mean, I haven't really drawn pine trees, so I'm not really sure how to. Oh, I think there's a cedars. What's it? I don't know really. I'm really bad with trees. So pine trees I just call any tree that looks like a triangle. I'm sure they're different types. I'm not good at knowing those types though. So cedar, fir tree, maybe they're all very similar. Are they all the same tree? Oh, you know what? I actually have a list. I have a list of all the trees in Germany, and not every tree in Germany, but here we go. I wrote this list when I was looking at doing the exteriors. So in the forest, the main ones are spruce, pine, beech, oak, and then there were some other ones here like birch, ash, black alder, larch, fir, maple. But when I was looking, it was like these four here: spruce, pine, beech, and oak. Spruce, pine, beech, and oak. Can you guys remember that? Spruce, pine, beech, and oak. So let's have a look for some trees. We're just gonna do a little bit of interneting for a second. I'm gonna go to Pinterest on all of these, and we're gonna look for all of these trees. So spruce, pine, which is what I was thinking about, the triangle trees, oak, and then do you remember the other one? Spruce, pine, larch. Guys, help me out here. I forgot what tree it was. Beech tree. Okay. They're not cedars. Cedars are wide. No, they are all evergreens. Yeah, evergreens. That's what I was thinking. There could also be different types of pine. The pine trees here look puffy. Oh, fun. Beech. Cool. Okay, I like it when I just randomly read everything you guys are saying, and it doesn't make much sense, but I know what you're talking about. So this one here is spruce tree. So yeah, I mean, they all look the same to me. Triangles. This one is a pine tree. So the pine trees look more long limbs, and then kind of a little triangle at the top. I mean, obviously we're on Pinterest, this would all be wrong. This oak, not oak tree, not oak wood. Okay, oaks are like those massive trees. So we could draw the fat round ones like that. That could kind of be an oak tree. And the last one is a beech tree. Beech trees are so lovely. Let's see if we can actually find a proper tree. Oh, look how gorgeous they are. They're like the granddads of the forest, you know? They're kind of all different shapes. Look at this. This could be like the round oval shape. Okay, cool. So that was nice. That was just a little bit of... a tiny little bit to see. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone's going to be all like, April, you drew fill in the blank of a tree here. Palm tree. April, do you know that they don't have palm trees in Germany? Maybe they could. Someone planted them. Oh, All right, so let's just start. This is always a bit I procrastinate. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Procrastinate heavily on this next step, which is basically drawing everything. One confirm, based on my local forest, that spruce, pine, beech, and oak are the most common. Ooh, nice. I love oak trees, and crepe myrtles turn pink. I don't know what a crepe myrtle is, but that sounds lovely. The leaves turn pink, do they? Alright, so this one in the foreground is a palm tree. No, a pine tree. No palms in this forest. So I'm just going to try and fill. I don't want to do any lines. Like, I do want to do lines, but I don't want to do lines. I want to do shapes. So I'm just going backwards and forwards. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to find colours that match the pastel colours that we can kind of fill in the gaps. So I want to do shapes, not lines. Only lines when there's detail. So for example, on the characters, or on the roof of the house, or do you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean, right? So I've done a line up here with the tree, and I don't want to do that. But I was trying to separate it from the background. And guys, remember, this is all just practice. So it doesn't, like, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't turn out good. Because like literally how long did it take to do these two? It took like 15 minutes, you know, to do. I mean, sure, it took like an hour, but that's because I was chatting. If I was just doing it by myself, it wouldn't take long to just redo this. Okay, the tree is a bit moldy at the top. That's fine. That's just moss. Now, should we do... This is... If I was going to do the words here, like, I don't know what the words are of the actual story, but it'll be like, you know, Hansel and Gretel got taken into the forest and left... obviously, I'm not a children's book writer, so that's terrible text. But yeah, the text could go here, I guess. I think we should probably do some detail though. I'm also procrastinating drawing. Procrastinating drawing is what we do, Carol. It's fine. I guess it just depends what you're procrastinating doing. Sometimes I procrastinate by cleaning, and I know that's always a sign that I need to just start doing work if I'm cleaning, because that's like you've really hit a new low when you're like doing the dishes instead of drawing, or like spring cleaning. I just need to go through all of my clothes. That kind of cleaning is insanity. Oh, does this look like a tree? Not really. You guys can't see it. I put some detail in the bark, and when I say detail, I mean I put several dashes, and I just called it a tree. You are now a tree, sir. Enjoy your life as a tree. I'm getting too hungry to draw. Also, Troya's napping in the living room that is attached to the kitchen. Okay, Wendy. So you're going to go make yourself some lunch? Or dinner? I endlessly browse on my phone. I don't do that. Actually, as a procrastination, I don't really tend to do that. I just remembered I had chocolate bar in the office. Ugh, Wendy, brag much. I don't have any chocolate in my office. I did have a flapjack the other day, but I ate it. I wouldn't know what that is. What, chocolate? Or an office? Or procrastination? Okay, so we're going to do the hills. I think also we'll bring some pastel back at the end and do some smudging, because that always kind of helps. Right, now I want to put some trees in the background. And I think I need some more colours for this, actually. If you can believe that. I don't have a single like light orange colour. I do know where one is though. Down here, in where pencils go to die. No, it's one of my favourite colours down here, because that's why they're so small. This is my favourite orange colour. Look how tiny it is. Read my message before Wendy talks about the chocolate. So you don't know what chocolate is? Oh, I have to admit, if I didn't know I have to admit, if I didn't know it was a tree because I saw you do it and talk about it. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't be able to guess it was a tree. You know what we could do though? We could do like branches. You know how like sometimes the branches come out from a tree? So like this. Might have to make the side of the tree a bit darker to kind of smush it out a bit. And then we could make the branches come out like this. Doesn't look like a tree now. Like a little knobbly branch. You know when the tree doesn't really, all the branches are kind of, they've been cut off or something? That's kind of what this is right now. Does it look more like a tree now? I'm gonna say yes. It actually does, yay! Alright, cool. So we've made a tree, perfect. Thanks Liz for that. Oh, I have some Oreos and a brew, a cup of tea. I'll kill some Oreos right now. I have a Terry's chocolate orange, brilliant. I'm having a protein chocolate pudding from Aldi. Guys, I'm literally having water and pastel dust, and that's all. Oh, I had a crunchy earlier. I used to love crunchies. My last one I bought back from the UK. Aw. That makes me want some after eights. Oh, guys, stop talking about food. I'm trying to be healthy right now, and I'm not having any junk food or any snacks or any treats at all. And the only treats I have are fruit. And it's really sad. And I miss junk food, but I'm trying to be healthy. So, okay. You remember last week? Was it last week we were talking about Halloween? Was that last week or the week before? Do you remember I brought an entire kg of sweets? No one came for trick and treat, and Marsha and I ate the entire kg of sweets within a week. So it's not like poor me, I'm only eating apples. There have been some snack attacks in the past few weeks. Quite a lot actually, which is why this week I'm trying to be really good. Because I was losing weight and then I kind of stagnated for a couple of weeks and now I'm back on track. Which is good. Gotta get fit so I can do all those long hikes, guys. Snack attacks, or my friend used to call them snackcidents. Snackcidents, good one. Right, so let's do some trees. So I want it to be like big trees in the foreground, little trees in the background. We'll start with the background just because it's easier. So I'm gonna do some round trees and some triangle trees. I don't really know if this is the right way to go about it either. I don't know if these colors are going to clash or if they're going to vibrate against each other. If you guys ever, seen the vibrating colors where you have colors that are like so close in value, but they kind of clash with each other, but because they're so close in value, they like vibrate against each other. I haven't drawn trees in so long, I've kind of forgotten how to draw them if I'm honest. I don't know this hill was going to turn out how I had imagined it in my head. I drew some hills the other day actually in my sketchbook, like hills with trees on, and it was actually really tough. Oh, what is this? This tree looks like it's been through the storms. Yeah, I'll zoom in a bit so you guys can see. I find the more I limit my snacks, the more snackcidents I have to microdose my junk food. That's a good idea. Like, that is not a good idea. Well, it is a good idea, but it's like a good point, actually. Let me just turn up that ISO. Yeah, they do say that, what do they say? They say that, what do they say, guys? Come on, help me out. They say that if you, what's that word called when you don't allow yourself something? Deprive? That, like, when you deprive yourself of things that you go for them. I'm bad with words right now. But I think you know what I mean. That when you like, when you're trying not to have something and then all you can think about is that thing. What have I done here? I've just made literal triangles. I've just made literal triangles, guys. Okay, this is just to practice. I have to keep reminding myself that. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to have to stop practicing. That's always the scary bit, isn't it? I mean, when you're in your sketchbook and you're just practicing, you can say, oh, it's just a practice. It doesn't matter if it turns out good or bad. But then actually when you have to eventually sit down and make something final, that's the hard part. All right, let's do some big trees in the foreground. So just kind of drown out these trees in the background. I don't want those trees there no more. I need to have some more colors. I don't have enough colors. Last time you were drawing trees, I remember you saying you still weren't sure how you wanted to do them, which is relatable. Yeah, I go through, I mean, now it's winter again. It'll be good because I can start drawing skeletons again. Before, it was winter. Like, it was winter last year. I don't know if you guys remember. It was cold this time last year. And then it gets warmer again. I guess that's just what happens. And all the leaves came onto the trees. And I did this thing where I was still in winter mode. So I was still drawing the trees with skeletons. And then basically that became like a thing. And then I was like, wait a minute. Shouldn't I try and go back to drawing trees again, like with leaves on? By that point, it was too late. It was already almost winter again. So now I can go back to drawing trees with skeletons, which is fine. And maybe I'll relearn how to draw them. Just because I took such a long break from kind of drawing landscapes, almost like 2 months. I just stopped drawing trees and everything. And this is a mess. I do not like this at all, guys. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that for free. I'm not enjoying it. I don't like this. I don't know how to do this, but I know I don't like this. So, what was I saying? I forgot. But basically, yeah, trees are hard. They never used to be hard. I used to love drawing trees. I guess when you just take a little break from something, you know. Maybe we should draw some just bare trees, like they've lost their leaves already. I think just drawing crowds of things is hard, like drawing crowds of trees or crowds of objects. Especially when you don't have a reference and you're just like right now I'm just trying to draw this one random tree and it doesn't look anything like a tree really. If you squint maybe. I've been doing practices to avoid doing the actual Folktale week prep work. That's exactly what I've been doing, Katie. That is what this is as well. I'm just like, yeah, I'll just keep playing with materials. I'm sure eventually I'll get somewhere. Like at one point we're gonna have to just do it, you know? Just do it. But not tonight. Even in sketchbooks I can't relax. I don't find sketchbooks that bad. Maybe, do you have like a really cheap sketchbook that you just don't care about at all? Like super cheap, like this one here, what's this one called? The Art Creations right there. These are really cheap. It's like £7-8 for a sketchbook. And the pages are quite thin. So yeah, it doesn't feel like this one was a bit more expensive, but even this one was cheap. This is the Jackson Arts one. All right, what do you guys think of the forest? I hate it. Guys, I hate it. It's fine. Gotta figure out how to draw. You know what? Maybe I'll copy some other artists that I like that draw like forest scenes like this. And once I kind of figure out how other people do it, maybe I can figure out how I want to do it. I think that's a good idea, actually. I've been practicing intuitive eating for the past 3 years where nothing is off limits, and I have found that I don't want junk food so much anymore. I have heard of intuitive eating. I don't know if I could do that because intuitively I would just want pizza every night. I laugh, but I'm not even joking. No, I think I need to be a little bit strict to myself, Katie, to start with. I'm not even being that strict, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty lax. But I'm just trying to eat mainly whole foods. So just know, trying to just cook a lot of my foods rather than get like packaged stuff. And trying to make, you know, just trying to have like less, just less like processed food, I guess. And obviously less like chips and crisps and chocolate and things, which isn't that hard. The crisps actually are the worst for me. I would eat crisps every day of the week over chocolate. I have what I call a low pressure sketchbook, and that helped a lot. Yeah, I don't know if I have a low, I call it like a working sketchbook, which is kind of like what this is that I just finished, the Art Creations one. And that's really nice just for like doing just random stuff. Like you can do anything in it. You can do like sketches, ideas, you can make notes, you can do landscapes if you want, like you can do like a nice image. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I'm just trying to salvage it. I thought maybe it needed something dark, like dark colors, because it's all very pastel-y. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, does it look like a forest? What do you guys think? And then we need to do the ground. I think the problem is the pastels, you know, because the pastels, they kind of make everything smoky like this. I'm just scribbling. I don't know if you noticed, I'm just scribbling. Just so I had to explain what I was doing. It takes a while to get there. It took me at least a year. I do love chips. Me too. Crisps. I love chips and crisps. I love the colours and energy of it. Oh, thank you. Could be a misty day. Yeah, could be. Misty day. Could be. Also, we will bring some Caran d'Ache Neocolor as well, which will help. Have I gone too off the colours? It has become quite colorific, hasn't it? But I think it's okay. I mean, for now. So let's quickly, you know what would be nice actually, if the forest was dark, like in the foreground. I'm not going to do it on this one, but maybe we can try it. I don't know if I'll do the next one on stream, guys, because I'm getting quite tired now. My throat's getting sore. Don't know if you can hear, I'm getting a little bit croaky. Yeah, probably should be dark, right, as they're going to go into the forest, because it's all spooky and they don't know what's in there. A witch is in there. They don't know that yet though. Suckers. They should just, why follow the breadcrumbs, guys? You can't be that lost. Like, if you live in the woods, this is what I never understood about Hansel and Gretel. You live in the woods. You literally live there. Like, that's your life. Your dad is a woodcutter. So, surely you would know your way to navigate around the woods. Like, you couldn't get that lost. I mean, Hansel and Gretel, they are some dum-dums. Unless they did that thing where they put like masks around they put the bandanas around their eyes, and they spun them around in a circle until they're really dizzy, and then they pushed them and they made them walk in a certain direction, and then they like scarf it off, and when Hansel and Gretel were like not dizzy enough, they lifted their mask up and they're like, whoa, where are we? Look at all the trees. That is what I believe happened to Hansel and Gretel. So yeah, okay. Okay, I'm glad we sorted that out. You know what else we need? Some foreground elements. But I'm not going to do that right now because I think I've done enough. I've done enough to this. Okay, let's draw Hansel and Gretel. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom so you can see. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And guys, this is quite difficult to draw because they're from the back. But I'm just going to do like a little... Does it look like a bunny? Oh. Maybe they're holding hands because they're so scared. Oh, we're lost in the woods, guys. Look at this big path. I wonder where this big path goes. Shall we follow it? No, let's go further into the woods. Okay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there shouldn't be a very well-defined path, because if there was a well-defined path, you think that they would just follow it, right? Until they got to, like, help, instead of going further into the woods. Yeah, this is a big mess. started off so promising. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I can see the end. We need to draw some little birds eating all the... I'm just going to draw them as silhouettes. What do birds look like when they're tiny? Like this? Yeah, perfect. Oh, little dinosaurs. And we'll draw some crumbs. Maybe the crumbs can be like really bright, so you just can't miss them, you know? Okay, that's cool. Definitely need to figure out how to draw forests though, which I will do. Don't fear, I will figure it out. They look like tiny birds. Okay, cool. Thanks, Liz. Let's get out some Caran d'Ache just to finish this off then. I always call them Caran d'Ache Neocolors. Caran d'Ache Neocolors to finish them off. And I think I'm just gonna try and brighten the sky up a bit. Make it a little bit more kind of atmosphere-y at the top here. So it is like a misty day, like Haley said. Because it would be cool if like it was in the mists a little bit. And then I wanted to kind of darken up the woods a bit, but not with blue. The reds with these ones here. So I got some browns. I don't know if this is the right colour. It's fine. Alright, and then, I mean, I don't know, this is... Oh, I should have taken a photo before I did the... I always forget to take a photo right before the Neo colours. I always think of the Neo colours and the pencils as being the same, but they're not really, because the Neo colours really give it a certain finishing. Well, I think now they do, now that I use them so much. I don't know if I've just added way too many colours now. She says, adding more. That's when it look like there's like lots of little trees on the mountainside, but I don't quite know how to do that. I look like little dots. Alright, well, this is a little experiment. I mean, right at the start I did say the only way I'm gonna get better is if I just do it, so I did it. I mean, I don't know if you can really count this as mixing characters and landscapes together, seeing as the characters are two tiny little dots and you kind of can't really tell what they're doing, but it's fine. What do you guys think? Should I burn all my sketchbooks? Throw away my art supplies? Or do you think I should carry on? Okay, Katie says I think it looks great. Thanks, Katie. I am fishing for compliments, guys, just in case you didn't realize. I think I'm gonna leave it there. It's not like perfect or anything, and I'm not in love with it, but here we go. Maybe if we do this, perfect. I fixed it. Just gonna leave it like that. I mean, apart from this little bit that I'm doing here. I don't think you need to burn your sketchbook. Okay. Thanks. I wasn't really going to do that, but I am so dramatic sometimes. I'm trying to find a nice colour for the road, so we can kind of just get a bit more solid colour there. Okay, I think that's nice. Alright, well, that was that. That was just a little, I mean, we almost did a whole spread. Every time I do a stream, I always seem to get tired at about this time. But look, it's 9:30. We did 2.5 hours. I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to work up to 3 hours. Maybe we'll get there by the end of the year. But right now, I think 2.5 hours is like my limit. Maybe I should try and start at 6:30 instead of 7, which would mean dinner would be really rushed. But yeah, then I wouldn't get so tired, you know? Because guys, it's almost my bedtime. I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. What time's everyone else getting up tomorrow? I'm gonna try and get up at 6 maybe, and maybe I'll try and do this tomorrow. I'll try and do this other page, and then I can post it online, show you guys how it turned out. I'm gonna stop now. Just go. You know what? Looking on the screen in small, it doesn't look that bad. It's just when you're like down here and you're staring at it, it looks a little bit awkward. Should we just do one more thing, guys? One more thing before we stop. Should we just get this blue pastel here, and we'll just like smush it a little bit so it looks really misty. And this is the last thing, okay? Just see if we like it. Do we like it? Did that even do anything? Didn't even do anything, did it? Cool. Okay. We finished. This is getting up at 8:30. That's like the biggest lie-in for me. I think you're braver than me. Your art is very inspiring. Ah, thanks, Carol. That's nice to hear. I don't know if I'm brave, but maybe I just have learned not to care as much. I mean, it still kind of sucks when you do something you want it to turn out really nice and you kind of get a bit disappointed with it, but you know, there's always the next page I can practice on, so it's fine. It's gone by so quickly. I think your illustration has turned out great. Oh, Morgan, you're still here. How many sketchbooks did you bookbind? I bet you bookbinded 11 in this time, didn't you? What time I get up will depend on the terror of a toddler that lives in the unit above me. Oh, I remember those days. We had a couple of small children living above us in our old flat in Camberley, and they would run around really early. See you next time. Bye. Thanks, Katie. I'll see you next time too. And bye, Julia. And I love the muted tones. Looks great. Thanks, Katie. I'm making the covers. I've done about 20. There we go. Machine. Alright guys, so that was the stream. I'm sorry I didn't finish this page. I'll try and do a full spread next time. But we did do, what else did we do? We did do all these characters here, which were kind of fun. So yeah, that was it. That was a little practice at Folktale Week. I'm not sure, still not sure about the colours. I think, you know, it needs more contrast, but I'll work on it. And I've got until Monday to figure it out, so wish me luck. Alright guys, so I'll see you next week, and I should have another video out on Wednesday hopefully, so keep an eye out for that one. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.